Okay, so a little thing called a blackout got in the way of our class last Thursday, so I just want to go over a few things to make sure that we're all clear on what I expect you to do last week, and hopefully you can get all caught up so we can start Thursday as if we actually had class. So one of the things, make sure that you go back and read week 2 blog. I posted that. I know probably half of you have read it. You still have to ensure that you answer this week's question. I love this question. I think it's something that you could ask kids at all levels. What should every teacher know about you? I think that's vital. I think we need to get to know who our students are as people before we even, deal with them as students. So I love that question. Anyway, make sure you read the blog post. One of the things you were supposed to have done by week 2 was have your TaskStream subscription as well as your ISTE, becoming a member of the International Society for Technology and Education. So I put a little survey on there, very similar to the one for giving me your Gmail and blog address. So click there, and I want your TaskStream and ISTE information. So when you do that, it's going to take you to another Google form, and hopefully, if all things are right in the world, it's going to pop up for us. There you go. And it's asking for the last name and first name. Give me the actual last name and first name you used for TaskStream, because I have to send this to another professor, and he or she is going to be looking for you by name. So if you use a different first name or you've got a new married last name, make sure you give me the last name and first name that you used for TaskStream. Just simply, did you create the TaskStream account? Hopefully you did. You enrolled yourself as a Cal State San Marcos student. You may not have self-enrolled. I mentioned this in week 1, but once you get your TaskStream account, it's just sort of like this blank portfolio, and you're not actually enrolled in anything. What you will do, and that's very different than getting a code that's going to make your TaskStream free. Some people go, I don't have the code. Well, you won't have a code to get a free TaskStream account. You do have to pay, but you will be enrolling in the Cal State San Marcos local TPE program. So there's the code that you will use to self-enroll in that. And also for ISTE, just simply all you have to do is join. Make sure you give me your ISTE username. That way, if you forget, I can refer back to it for you. Also, that way I know you're a member, and you'll have access to all of the journal article information that you'll be needing. Speaking of journal articles and assignments, etc., let me click over to this tab. A couple things have come up. You should have already completed your intro letter. I think I have 23 of the 25 students' blogs already on the class blog roll. Your intro letter should be complete. There's a very specific way you're supposed to complete that. So if you have any questions, click right on intro letter here in Cougar Courses. It tells you what the title needs to be. Include your name and some text introducing or something that has your name. First paragraph, second paragraph, third paragraph, they need to be paragraphs. You need to include a digital picture of yourself so that it sort of identifies you, and then it tells you what you need to do to submit into Moodle. You need to have commented on 3 peers' blogs. You'll give me that information, etc. So if you have any questions on when things are due or how to turn them in, make sure you really take a good look at the instructions in Cougar Courses, which takes us to what would have been last Thursday, journal article introduction as well as the scanning. Now for scanning, we have to show that you can scan. It's kind of silly, but it's something we have to do, so I thought I'd make it fun. What you're going to do is just usually use just a piece of copy paper and either draw a picture of yourself very colorfully or have someone else do it. And then scan it, and you're going to submit it to me as a picture file, as a JPEG. The reason I do that is because we're also going to use that same self-portrait in your introduction to yourself as a teacher in the classroom newsletter that we're going to make this week. So make it colorful, you can make it fun. If you got somebody who's an amazing artist, please, I've seen them before, feel free to have them draw for you. But for that, you just simply upload the JPEG here, and then later on in the course, I'll show you a couple other things we're going to do with that. As far as the journal articles go, we talked about that being the writing requirement for this course. So you're going to have 2 sets of assignments of journal articles, 1 through 5 and 6 through 10. Technically, you only need to do 1 through 4 and 6 through 9. Journals 5 and 10 are extra credit they're only extra credit to get you out of missed class you may have had. It'll give you partial credit towards that. It won't allow you to take extra credit and then not do another assignment, because for this course you need to complete all assignments. But the journal article requirements, if you click there, I've got a nice document in there that literally outlines step by step how to name the journals, how to cite the journals. We're going to be using APA citation, what's expected in the journals, how to write them. All of that information is here. So I want you to refer to this to see what the expectation is. I've got a couple samples in there for you. As well as this is where you will find the due dates for things. This is something I'm expecting we'll do one journal a week, so I will have introduced it last Thursday, but it will not be due until the October, because the expectation is you're going to be doing one a week. So it's going to be on you to decide, if you want to make it fun and enjoyable, you should be doing one a week. If you want to stress yourself out, you'll wait till October 13th and try to do all 5 journal articles. So, but the expectations are there. And the journal article topics, where to go for those, etc., I actually have on the class blog, where I've got the sample of the intro letter as a tab up top of the class blog. Now you should notice a new tab that says journal articles. And I already have the first 5 outlined for you. So the second 5, again, won't be released until after October. There's some of them down there, but I'll add those usually based on class need and looking at the most current issue of L&L. But there's journals 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Again, you can see 5 is extra credit. Most of them will come out of the Learning and Leading with Technology publication that is yours with your ISTE subscription. But Journal 1, I want to start it slow. I want to make it fun. Literally, for Journal 1, I'm asking you to list 100 things that make you happy. But I want a literal list, numbers 1 to 100 or 100 down to 1. List out 100 things that make you happy. And some people struggle with this, and I find that kind of odd. But the idea there is that just an introduction to how to do this, and I love the examination of that. Again, we often concentrate on negatives too much, listing 100 things that make you happy, so when you're stressed out, you can refer back to Journal 1 and realize, hey, there are a lot of things that actually do make me happy. So ensure that, hopefully, my expectation is that your intro letter's done. You've commented on peers' blogs. You're able to give me a link to your blog in Cougar Courses to submit that. If there's any issues with that, come to class early on Thursday. We'll go over that. The expectation, hopefully, is that you'll be able to have done your self-portrait and got that scanned, able to upload that. It should just simply be a JPEG. I'll go over that with you. And you should be able to complete Journal 1. If you have any questions, please feel free to call or email me. But because this is a bit of an odd start for us. Had a good week 1, week 2, a little blackout. But we'll get through it. There's a lot of other things that I was hoping to go over for week 2 that we'll just distribute out to week 3 and beyond. Let me scroll down and talk about that real quickly, make sure I've covered everything. We were going to go over how to put images into blog posts and how to comment. I know some people are having issues with comments. I'll go over that in class. Don't worry about that. The class blog role, like I said, on the class blog, if you scroll down, you see everyone but I think 2 students are already there. You can click on their names, go to their blogs, look at their intro letters. I'd ask that you all put an image of yourself into Moodle. So if you haven't done that, please try to do that. If you have any struggles with that, I can help you before class. How to submit assignments and file naming conventions. The name of something, if we're literally going to upload it, like your self-portrait, is whatever the assignment name is. So if the self-portrait was the scanning assignment, I usually just have you put the name of the assignment in your initials. So for me, Jeff Heil, it would be scan JH. I would submit it that way. Most things, though, that we do in this class are just going to be links. So that won't apply. I will talk about RSS in the next class, so don't worry about that. I already covered the journal article requirements as well as the scanning assignment, and we will shelve our Twitter discussion until next week. So hopefully that gives you just a brief recap and a quick glimpse into next week. We're going to talk about our classroom newsletter. We'll discuss Twitter as an educational tool, and maybe, just maybe, look at TaskStream a little bit. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to email me or call. But I'm doing this post as a as a screencast so that hopefully you can get caught up on your own. Again, don't hesitate to call with any questions. If not, I look forward to seeing everybody on Thursday.